I'm Natalie MacNeil, and you are watching She Takes on the World TV, your weekly dose of soaring inspiration and practical advice for your business and your life. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You know you're meant for big things, but you just don't know how to get there or where to even dive in. I think everybody can benefit from having a coach or a mentor, but there's so many out there. How the heck do you find one? One of my biggest pet peeves is that there's so many business coaches who don't necessarily have the experience to be business coaching you. I mean, a lot of them have only done their own business as a coaching business, teaching other businesses how to build their business. What? Is it only me who finds that to be so confusing and ridiculous? It is crazy town in the coaching world. So, how do you find that person? That's what I want to talk to you about in today's episode of She Takes on the World TV. First, you need to set your goals and your expectations. How often are you going to be meeting with this person? What do you expect to get out of it? Do you want assignments and homework to be given to you? And would you rather have someone who's really loving and nurturing, or are you looking for someone who's going to give you a good kick in the butt? Next, I think that the best coaches and mentors are just 5 steps ahead of you, not like 25 steps ahead of you. So I always look for someone who has recently been where I want to go. If somebody was where I am right now 20 years ago, they may not have a really good grip on what I'm going through, and they may not be able to relate directly to me right now because they're so far ahead. When I was in university, I had this amazingly brilliant professor, and he had dozens of published books and textbooks under his belt, and he was the worst 101 teacher that a student could have because he could never bring his mindset to that 101 level, recognizing that his students were brand new to subject matter that he had been studying for decades. That's why I think it's good to have someone who's 5 steps ahead of you. That person is relatable. It hasn't been so long since they've been where you are, and they can help you get those next 5 steps under your belt so that you can grow your business. Next, you absolutely want to sign a contract. It's not the fun part of running a business, but having these things down on paper is key. Now, my friend and mentor, Kyle Durand, has an awesome platform called ourdeal.com, and it's the platform that I have an account to as well for doing digital contracts, collecting digital signatures. It makes everything easy breezy when it comes to contracts in your business, and our Conquer Club members were given a complimentary account for that by Kyle too. So highly recommend using ourdeal.com. Next, you want to ask for quantifiable results. You need to get clear on what you really want, and then tell your coach that that is what you're wanting to achieve to make sure that you're hiring the person with the right industry experience who's going to be able to help you to achieve those numbers. The last thing to do is ask your potential coach for some references so that you can follow up with their past clients and see what worked and what didn't work and what their experience was like, so that you can see if that's the kind of experience that you want out of working with this particular person. Okay, so my actionable for you this week is to write down 3 goals that you really want to achieve that you think a coach could help you with. And then start asking your peers and friends for some recommendations of some coaches who you think would be ideal for helping you to achieve those goals. If you liked this video, I would love for you to share it with your friends and subscribe here on YouTube. And for more soaring inspiration and practical advice for your business and your life, come on over and subscribe for my weekly updates at shetakesontheworld.com. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and I will see you next time on She Takes on the World TV. I do believe that you absolutely need to invest in your business if you're going to achieve the kind of results you want to achieve.